What's up, guys? Scar here with LOD after quite a quick 3-0 performance in the Gauntlet today. I know that you're the fourth seed coming in. What preparations you guys do to upset the number 3 seed Team Liquid?
We had all kinds of preparations going on. We were eating well, thinking well. Our mentalities were straight. You know, we just came in with a really good mindset, and somehow we were able to pull out a nice, quick little 3-0. I was really surprised. TL is a solid team, a solid organization. They've been doing really well, and but we pulled away as the better team today, and it felt really good. Yeah.
All right, tell me what you thought when you heard that the jungle became Arc second. You went from Darduck, a guy who's known to carry every single game for Liquid or most of their wins, to Arc second, a mid lane jungler challenger player. They kind of throw you guys off a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we were a little bit worried. It's a clear upgrade. He's rank 1 on the NA server. He's got Smurfs ranking in the top 200 as well. He's honestly been killing it as a mid laner, so why wouldn't he be killing it as a jungler too? So we had to make extra preparations knowing that we were going up against Arc second in the jungle. And yeah, it made the series a little bit tougher, but we were still able to pull out the win. Yeah.
The first 2 games, you guys actually fell pretty far behind. I think you recovered the first game in an 8K goal deficit, and the second game was kind of maybe around like a 4K, and you covered like a little bit, one team fight in the mid game, one team fight later. How did you get in those positions being the team with such specific preparation for this series?
That's a tough question, huh? Well, they just performed beyond our expectations, like you could say in the first 2 games. They really just outplayed us all across the board in the first like 20 or 30 minutes. And then Ninja just hit him with the Malzahar ulti, and that was that. We just had enough, We kind of wanted to see what they were made of, We kind of want to see how well they could play, and then we were testing them in the first game there. And then once we started hitting them with the flash Malzahar ultis, it was game over, dude. There's nothing they could do.
And in the final game, Jin pulled out the special Jinx. I was told actually that Jin beats Jinx in lane is one of her hardest counters. One, is that true? And two, were you surprised by the Jinx pick?
That's a tough question because I don't think I've ever actually played that matchup before. I don't think Jinx is too popular of a pick. I could see where like it has like some strengths because I mean Jin has traps, Jinx has traps too. Jin's got his W. It's like a long range kind of CC. Jinx matches that. It's the same thing. Long range ulti execution, boom, Jinx hits you right back with that. The only difference is like the Q in the kit. So I could see where he would want to play that matchup, but it didn't really work out in his favor because we pulled out the Hakuho Morgana, the best Morgana in the entire world. He's literally scripting when it comes to binds. Like it's insane. He never misses any of them. In fact, I'm sure we could actually double kill them earlier because he was landing them, but I missed a W. So, but yeah, I think that matchup was mainly determined by the sport actually.
How did you get to a position where a lot of mini metas form when you play best of fives? So Kassadin and Brom kind of warped this best of 5 series. Like, what makes Brom such high priority for you guys, where you guys early rotated so quickly?
I think Brom is like actually just always ridiculous. Like I don't know, people forget about like how strong his passive is. It's 5 free stuns in a team fight. Like his shield is like insane. I think he has good matchups into every other tank support. Like maybe Trundle can do pretty well versus him. But I mean, when Tom's off the table, I personally feel like in terms of like utility and laning even, like Brom is top tier for melee supports. So we put a priority on him. And then Kassadin sort of became priority in like a weird way because like we made it so the only top laner available was Echo, and then we played Kassadin into Echo because we wanted that matchup. I think they only picked it in the second game because they wanted to take that matchup away from us. They didn't expect us to have the Irelia ready to go. So yeah, but we were like actually kind of excited when they picked Brom because we never lose the Morgana somehow. We just always pull it out and cheese people with it, and it's really good into Brom and Trundle too. So yeah, it worked out for us.
So we're finished with the normal season. You guys are into Gauntlet. How do you think like the normal season went for rosters such as yours? Like, I know you guys are very new to the LCS. It's the first split that EnVyUs actually been in the LCS. You guys made playoffs. When you look back, do you think, oh, it was a good split? Or do you think like, oh, it could have been way better? Or I know you guys had a lot of ups and downs. So like, what's your overall opinion of how the split went for you guys?
I thought it went pretty well. Like, I'm really happy that we made playoffs. Like, that in itself is really nice. There were 4 teams below us that didn't, and one of them got relegated. So it could have been much worse. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't have like a bit of a better showing in playoffs, but it was to be expected somewhat because C9 is like a really, really good team. They even took a game off C9 and they had a close, or they even took a game off TSM rather, and they had a close series versus them. So I don't think we were really the favorites by any means in that. So it was going to be a tough BO5 anyways. But looking back on like the entire season, I'm happy with it. I think maybe we could have performed a little bit better but for a new team, like I thought it was pretty good. Mainly, I'm like a little bit disappointed in myself because even though I think I played consistently, maybe I'd consider myself like the benchmark for like LCS ADCs, but I want to be more than that. I want to actually be considered like top 3. I want to be taking advantages and leads by myself, like some of the other top ADCs are. And for next season, I want to work on that. So yeah.
In your opinion, where would you place yourself in terms of ranking the AD carries? You don't have to rank everyone else, but as a number 1 to 10, where are you?
I think I'm like probably top 4, top 5. I'm definitely in like the top half, but I'm not sure where in that top half I would place. And then, sometimes I have like really good days where I feel like I'm like the best, like top 3, and then sometimes I feel like pretty mediocre. So I just want to like work on my consistency and be consistently a better player. That's my goal.
Is there an AD carry in North America you really look up to, or someone who you like respect a lot?
I actually always like respected Sneaky a lot because, like, even though nobody ever really called him like the best ADC in NA or gave him like the props he deserved, like he always showed up and played consistently well and then pulled out carry performances when it mattered. Like he's really, really good, and I would say he's the one I looked up to the most. Like, and he never seemed to choke at all. Like even at Worlds, like I remember one game where he completely destroyed Deft like in lane and single-handedly carried a game. Like I think Sneaky, yeah, he's really good.
And my very last question, what would making Worlds mean to you?
I think it would mean like everything to me. Going to Worlds would be like the most insane experience ever. Like that would like change me as a person if I made it to Worlds. Yeah, I don't know. Like it would just be really cool, I guess. Yeah.
Do you feel like you guys can be the Cinderella story of the Gauntlet?
Yeah, we're gonna 3-0 both teams. We that's what we learned actually from our series or C9, right? Like we got exhausted after the 3rd game, and then the Pantheon, Lee Sin, crazy stuff kind of came out. So basically, we're just gonna try and go for the quick 3-0 so we don't get exhausted. We're hoping to not have a 9-0 in in total, and yeah, I think we can do it easily. Sure.
How effective do you think this strategy is going into like maybe a full best of 5?
Yeah, no, it's really effective. You take out your opponents nice and quick, just boom, just like that. And since we're playing so many games, and like Immortals only has to play 1 set, C9 only has to play maybe 2. But if we just 3-0 every team, we'll be less mentally exhausted and we'll be more ready for the next series. So I think it'll work out. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any words to shout out? Anything you want to say to your fans, to your sponsors, to your owner who may or may not be here tomorrow to watch you?
Well, just in general, like thank you to all the new fans that I've gained, and like the old fans for supporting me. Thank you to everybody for supporting me the whole time. Thank you to Team Envy. This was my first LCS split, and I've been waiting like a really, really long time for it. So it feels really good to finally be here, and I'm thankful for the opportunity. And yeah.
Well, I'm Scarra here with the best AD carry on Envy, LOD.
And thank you for the interview, of course. I always enjoy it.
And the most humble and grateful person on Envy, LOD. This is Scarra here from theScore eSports. You can find more content online or on our mobile app. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day.